I'm Mike Powers, and I was the general counsel for the Massachusetts Turnpike Authority when Mitt Romney was governor of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. And at that time, the Massachusetts Turnpike Authority was the overseer of Boston's Big Dig. On July 10th of 2006, the tunnel ceiling behind me here, the Interstate 90 connector, collapsed, killing Molina del Valle. A year and a half before that tunnel ceiling collapsed, Mitt Romney had called a press conference in the governor's office, and he announced that he was demanding the resignation of the Big Dig chairman. He was going to the Supreme Judicial Court to get the authority to do so. He told the people of Massachusetts that he had lost all respect and all confidence in the chairman's ability to oversee the construction of the Big Dig. He did something else too that day. He ordered his Secretary of Transportation to conduct safety inspections of all the Big Dig tunnels. And then he ordered his financial people to insert those statements into bond documents. A few weeks after this ceiling collapsed here, the Boston press picked up on that issue and asked Mitt Romney why it was he put those statements in bond documents and why it was he didn't conduct those safety inspections. Mitt Romney held a press conference. He told the people of Massachusetts it was all a mistake. It was all boilerplate, and that it was all bureaucrats missing things up. And the fact of the matter was, that's not the truth of the matter. Those statements that were inserted in those bond documents were tailor-made, and anybody in the state of Massachusetts should have known better. It was Mitt Romney with his experience on Wall Street. In October of 2006, the Boston Globe announced the Security Exchange Commission and the Boston office of the FBI had opened an investigation into those bond statements and why it was those safety inspections had not been conducted. More recently, during the Republican campaign for president, we've come to find out that as a result of a Freedom of Information request by Associated Press and Boston Globe, that the governor had ordered his office server to be removed and all the documents on it destroyed, erased, and that 17 computers were removed just as that investigation was underway by the SEC from the governor's office and taken away. They tell us ostensibly, the Romney people, that they took them for their own personal use. And one lady, they tell us, took 3 used hard drives for her own use. I find that story incredible, and I find that may be related to the investigation that was underway by the SEC. It's now time for the SEC to reopen their investigation based upon this new information and do another investigation and subpoena all those people before it to determine what was going on there with the destruction of those documents and the removal of those computers to see if obstruction of justice occurred. I've written a book about this. It's called Mitt Romney's True Lies of Boston's Big Dig. It's on Amazon.com. Get it, you'll find out what was going on here in Boston the 4 years Mitt Romney was governor and the games he played with Boston's Big Dig.